LSU just dropped a $50 million bomb. Brian Kelly gone. No leaks, no warm-up, no fake mutual parting. One blowout loss, and the boosters hit the eject button. Baton Rouge woke up to chaos. A program still chasing its old swagger just burned another coach in prime time. Fans didn't celebrate, they split. Half called it overdue, the other half called it financial madness. Kelly's buyout alone could fund an entire athletic department, yet LSU signed the check like it was pocket change. The move wasn't about patience, it was about pride. After another national TV humiliation, the school's power brokers apparently decided reputation mattered more than reason. Kelly walked in 3 years ago, selling discipline and dominance. He walks out as the face of the most expensive failure in college football. The shock isn't that he's fired, it's how fast it happened. But that's not all. 54 million. That's the number echoing through every sports desk and booster suite right now. LSU didn't just fire Brian Kelly, they bought his silence. Official reports confirm a buyout north of $54 million, instantly ranking among the largest in college football history. Insiders say the payout isn't coming from school funds. It's booster cash, big oil, old money, and new egos teaming up to erase a mistake. Some claim a handful of top donors cut 7-figure checks overnight. One source called it the fastest coup in SEC history. The optics are brutal. A public university paying 8 figures just to make a man go away, while ticket prices climb and facilities beg for upgrades. Yet nobody's apologizing. Inside LSU's circles, this is being spun as a reset at any cost. And the timing? Calculated. The school moved before bowl eligibility locked, sparing them more national embarrassment. They didn't even let him coach his final presser. Cold. Efficient. But the real chaos started when names began flying. The moment the news hit, the rumor mill exploded. Within hours, LSU fan boards turned into a circus. Every name from Deion Sanders to Urban Meyer got thrown into the mix. Reporters barely kept up as message threads and fake flight logs started circulating like wildfire. Dan Lanning's name shot to the top fast. Young, aggressive, already proven in the SEC mold. But insiders say he's untouchable for now. Oregon boosters are digging trenches to keep him. Deion. Flashy pick, headline gold. But whispers say LSU brass doesn't want that circus twice in one decade. And Urban Meyer. Pure fan fiction, but it trended anyway. ESPN insiders hint LSU's criteria this time are different. Youth, swagger, and recruiting dominance. Translation: they want a coach who can sell both wins and style to the TikTok generation. One who can go viral and still beat Alabama. Meanwhile, old guard fans are chanting, "Bring back Cocho," like it's a protest. Nostalgia versus reinvention. That's the new battle line in Baton Rouge. But there's one name nobody saw coming. Then came the whispers. No ESPN headline, no blue check confirmation. Just digital smoke from burner accounts and private jet trackers. Reports claim LSU is quietly chasing an NFL coordinator with deep SEC roots. No one's naming names, but the clues are there. Flight paths, recruiting staff sightings, and a suspicious no comment from the athletic director. Fans went full detective mode. Screenshots of a jet leaving Nashville hit Reddit within minutes. Someone matched the tail number to a plane once used by LSU boosters. Another post swore the flight landed just outside Baton Rouge before dawn. Coincidence? Maybe. But that's not how rumor season works here. Inside circles say athletic director Scott Woodward's playing chess, talking to candidates behind closed doors while letting media chase decoys. One insider dropped a line that stuck. This next hire won't leak until the ink's dry. Speculation's running wild, but certainty's off the table. The school's gone silent, which usually means something's already moving. Meanwhile, the locker room's falling apart in real time. The locker room cracked overnight. Players found out from Twitter before they got the team text. By sunrise, half the roster was posting cryptic stories, black screens, broken heart emojis, or one-liners like "business is business." Translation: no one saw it coming, and no one's sure who to trust. Reports say LSU's star quarterback was shocked by the timing. He'd just spoken to Kelly about next week's prep schedule. A few veterans skipped the team meeting entirely, claiming personal reasons. Behind closed doors, the energy's off. No leadership, no structure, just whispers about who's next to leave. The divide is clear. Some players are already calling for a clean slate, saying the culture needed this. Others feel blindsided, especially those who came to LSU because of Kelly's pitch about family and loyalty. The word betrayal got thrown around more than once, according to insiders. Outside the facility, chaos spread faster. Fan pages tracked which recruits unfollowed LSU overnight. One top commit deleted every LSU post before breakfast. Then it got even messier. The fallout hit recruiting like a bomb. Within 24 hours, multiple four-star commits scrubbed LSU from their BIOS. Parents started calling sports radio shows, furious over broken promises. One family claimed Kelly ghosted them after the last game. No calls, no updates, nothing. For recruits, that silence sounded like betrayal. Reports say the school's nil collective went into emergency mode, trying to calm panicked sponsors and local donors. Some deals were already tied to Kelly's image and branding pitches. Now those contracts sit in limbo. Money that was supposed to secure top-tier talent suddenly looks unstable. A few high school coaches told local reporters they're reconsidering sending players to LSU. Translation: trust's evaporating. Recruits who once called Baton Rouge home are now posting cryptic messages about reopening options. The meltdown isn't just about players, it's perception. Rival schools are circling, pitching stability and loyalty, while LSU looks like chaos on repeat. Every missed call, every unreturned text turns into a headline. But the money side might be the dirtiest twist of all. Officially, the statement came from the athletic department. Unofficially, everyone knows where the real power sits. Multiple insiders claim Brian Kelly's firing wasn't Scott Woodward's call. It was the boosters. The same deep-pocketed donors who wrote the buyout check allegedly demanded action after weeks of private meetings and closed-door shouting matches. One source described it as a silent coup. Kelly had lost the locker room, but more importantly, he'd lost the room that mattered, the one full of millionaires. Tension had been brewing since early October, when leaked texts showed donors mocking his game plans and sideline demeanor. The moment that final blowout hit, the decision was done. Another report claims one key booster threatened to freeze future nil funding unless Kelly was removed immediately. The money moved faster than any official review. Within hours, buyout paperwork was prepped, lawyers on standby, and the head coach already locked out of his office. He lost the room and the money, one anonymous insider told a Baton Rouge reporter. Cold words, but in this business they're gospel. Still, Brian Kelly isn't leaving quietly. When the firing hit, Brian Kelly didn't quietly disappear. He walked out of the facility under cameras, his car idling in the parking lot as tapes circulated of his sudden exit. In his last public remarks, he said, "The responsibility falls with me." That felt like accountability. But behind the scenes, the tone shifted. His team remained silent. His camp began hinting at a miscarriage of process, that Kelly was blindsided by the decision and the timing. Reports now claim he's already fielding calls for media roles, prepping for the next move. Rumors suggest he won't go quietly into coaching retirement. Meanwhile, LSU is still hammering out the buyout details, roughly $53 to $54 million. Kelly's legacy at LSU will pivot on this final chapter. Defiance framed as victimhood, exit framed as strategic. Either way, he's walking away flush, with massive compensation, questions unanswered, and the spotlight shifting away from wins toward narrative. LSU didn't just fire a coach, they detonated a marriage. 3 years, $50+ million, and a promise of dominance collapsed into one brutal headline. The Brian Kelly era ends not with trophies, but with accountants, lawyers, and boosters cleaning the wreckage. It's more than football now. It's pride, ego, reputation management disguised as leadership. LSU bought freedom the same way they once bought hope, with other people's money and zero hesitation. They'll call it a reset, but deep down, everyone knows it's another high-priced gamble in a league built on pressure and panic. And Brian Kelly? He leaves Baton Rouge richer than ever, but radioactive. $54 million to vanish, one tarnished legacy in exchange for silence. Maybe he saw it coming, maybe he didn't. Doesn't matter. Because in the SEC, the scoreboard isn't the only thing that decides who wins. It's who controls the chaos when the cameras stop rolling. And just like that, Brian Kelly's $50 million meltdown might be the wildest exit in college football. If you want more unfiltered takes on sports money, drama, and chaos, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this clip before the next scandal breaks.